Hey, Shalom Akim. Before I get started, I want to say call halal yamla, Yahweh Bashem Awashai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well and push out this word at a high frequency. Peace, salutations, and much love to the elect laboring around the four corners of the earth, giving all diligence to make their calling of election sure. All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the lesson. It's going to be entitled Decision Making is a Reflection of One's Character. And the reason I want to go into this topic is because, we're going into a time frame where good decision making is going to be pivotal to survival. All right. We're going into a time frame where, making a bad decision may cost you your life. And, you want to be hook, line, and synced in the spirit, man. All right. When the spirit speak, you want to follow it, man. You want to make good decisions according to the scriptures, according to the words of Yahweh Bashem Awashai, because a pattern of bad decision making and bad judgment calls is a reflection of your character, of who you are. And good decision making and good judgment calls is a reflection of your character as well. It shows that you're a prudent man. You have a prudent character, so to speak. Now here on the screen I have the etymology of the word character, and is one point in this definition that I really wanted to zone in on, but I'm gonna just start it out and I'll zoom into the point that I want to emphasize. It says a symbol marked or branded on the body, symbol or drawing used in sorcery, alphabetic letter graphic symbol standing for a sound syllable. It says feature or character. All right, so this is the part that I want to zone in on here. It says a symbol or imprint on the soul. All right, so your character is basically a brand of who you are, a feature, your features. Okay, that's who your character is. So if you a man who has bad character, that means you're gonna be you're not a patient man. You're gonna be hasty. You're not circumspect. Okay, you're not diligent. You don't follow instructions well. That's a man who displays bad character. All right, a man who displays good character is what? Is obedience, is patience, is faith, is long suffering, equity, justice, righteousness, mercy. All right, these are good characteristics that needs to be engraved into your spirit, into your soul, man. All right, that's why it says here an engraved mark. So you want to engrave good characteristics and merge them with your spirit. All right, and it starts with what? With the scriptures, the Holy Bible. You use the Holy Bible in the instructions, the wisdom of the Bible, and you merge it with your spirit. And then when you're faced with certain situations and scenarios, you apply that wisdom and that knowledge, and that's what makes your character. That's what makes who you are. So if you develop a pattern of bad decision making and bad judgment calls, that's a reflection or a shadow of your character. All right, so I'm gonna go into Proverbs chapter 1 verse 1. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding. And we all know that King Solomon was the wisest judge of Israel to ever exist. All right, the wisest king, man. All right, and he wrote this book of Proverbs to the Israelites so that they can follow up his judgment, his judgment calls, his skills, so to speak. All right, verse 3, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment and equity. So this is a book of instructions, man. All right, in order to instruct somebody, you have to have instructions. You have to have a guideline. You have to have a statute. You have to have a order in place, to judge certain calls. Okay, so I'm gonna keep reading. It says to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. All right, so that's what we need. To the simple you need subtlety. All right, to the young man knowledge and discretion. You need the knowledge and wisdom and understanding and the discretion of the Bible to be able to make better decisions. All right, to be able to judge yourself first and foremost. Then you judge the brothers around you, and then that's going to lead to you judging the world, judging the other nations. But it starts individually with your decision making, with your own personal judgment calls, man. So you don't want to develop a pattern of insubordination, just not following the spirit, not following what the spirit tell you to do, because that's a reflection of your character, and the Lord ain't dealing with filthy characteristics, man. All right, okay. Verse 5: a wise man will hear and increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. And this is why the Lord has these books of wisdom, all right, like Proverbs, Psalms, and Ecclesiasticus, Wisdom of Solomon, Ecclesiastes. All right, the Lord has these books, all right, set up in the spirit so that He can build us up to be world leaders, all right, to be the wisest men on the face of the earth. We have a level of knowledge and wisdom and understanding and instructions in the Holy Bible that no other nation has. And with this word, with these instructions, we're going to rule the world. But before we get to that point, we have to know how to rule our own spirit first. We have to know how to make good decisions for our own self. We have to make better judgment calls for our own self first, then the body, then the congregation, and then you branch out to the nations. Okay, verse 6: to understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. All right. So wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you able to even crack the code of parables and dark sayings, man. So you need this wisdom to guide you. You need this knowledge, this understanding to direct your path, man. All right. So from there, I'm gonna go to Psalms 89 and 14. All right. It says, justice and judgment are the habitation of thy throne. See, let's get the word. Let's get these words in the etymology, man. I'm not the etymology, the blue letter, the concordance. All right. It says justice. All right, which that word is tazadak. It means justice, righteousness. All right, with what is right or just or normal, righteousness or rightness, justness. All right, so the throne of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is righteous. All right, and he execute judgment based on righteousness, man, and are the habitation of thy throne. See, so a man that's on the throne has to mimic, all right, the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to the best of his ability, and the way that you do so is following the words. All right, that's how you make your judgment calls based on the scriptures, man, the Holy Bible. Now, when you start to see a pattern of just bad decision making, hasty movements, being rash in the spirit, it's a reflection of the man that you are, man. And you don't want to develop that pattern because you start to look unworthy or unfit to lead the sheep. All right. It says mercy and truth shall go before thy face. All right. And you also want to make judgments and things of that nature based on mercy. Because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua judges with mercy, man. Esau, the so-called white man, the left-hand side, he judges with hatred, with malice, with envy. He don't judge with mercy, man. All right. So, even us in here in Great Millstone, starting with Apostle Har on down, judgment calls are made based on mercy, man. And that's the truth of the matter, So from there, I'm gonna go to 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and 2. It says, do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matter? So the scriptures say the saints, which are the Israelites, shall judge the world. All right. So before we can make judgment calls on the world scale, before we can even get to that point, we have to make judgment calls on the individual scale, man, on a personal scale, man, within yourself first. You have to hold yourself accountable to the instructions or the guidelines first, and then you're worthy enough to hold somebody else to the same instructions that you're holding yourself to. Okay, if that makes sense. All right, because we the wise judges of the earth. Whenever we issue out judgment or whenever we issue out orders or decisions or things of that nature, the only way we can do that is if we hold ourselves accountable to the same decisions and judgments. All right. It says, and if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters? All right. So if the world is going to be judged by us, it says, are we unworthy to judge the smallest matters? So we have to be able to judge the smallest matters, man. If we're gonna judge the whole wide world, we have to be able to make the smallest judgment matters, man. All right. Verse 3, know ye not that we shall judge the angels? How much more things that pertain to this life? All right. So if the Lord said we're going to judge the angels, before we even get to that point, we have to know how to, make judgments and decisions on the earth, man. Starting with yourself. Man, should I do this? All right. Should I go about it this way, or should I go about it that way? Well, the scripture say this. Okay, well, I'm gonna just do what the scripture say. All right. And that's what develops good characteristics, man. It gives you a good imprint on your spirit, man. And you become that those characters. That's who you are. So you want to develop good righteous characteristics, man, not nigga characteristics. Okay? It says, if then ye have judgments of things pertaining to this life, set them to judge who are least esteemed in the church. So you want to start making judgments in the churches, man, in the body of Yahweh Bashem Awashai, because certain situations arise, certain encounters and things of that nature come up, and you have to be able to make those judgment calls in order to step up to the next level of judgment, man. All right, so I'm gonna get the last scripture and I'm gonna wrap it up. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. All right, so a wise judge will instruct his people, man. All right, and what makes you wise? The words, the knowledge and understanding of the scriptures makes you wise when you utilize that. Okay, when you utilize the knowledge and understanding, that's what makes you wise. And it says he will instruct his people, and he will instruct his people according to what? To the instructions that he read, which is the Holy Bible. All right. And the government of a prudent man is well ordered. And a camp, the camp's makeup, so to speak, or spirit or flow is a reflection of the leaders of the camp. All right. So, a camp that's out of order, hey, that's a reflection of the camp head or the second, third in command. All right. A camp that's in order is a reflection of the camp head, second, third in command. All right. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So if we want to build ourselves up to, be captains over 50, captains over hundreds, captains over 200s, we have to be righteous judges, man. We have to use justice and equity, in order to make judgment calls, man. A lot of judgment calls cannot be based on, emotions and just how you feel at the moment, man. You want to base them according to the word, man, according to the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Holy Bible, man. All right, I'm gonna keep reading. It says, it says, in what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. Verse 3, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. See, so an unwise king has the authority or the seat to destroy all of his people. An unwise king can destroy his whole city, man. Okay, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. But a prudent king, a wise king, a righteous king, okay, patient and merciful, the city is going to flourish, is going to be inhabited, is going to be magnified. So it has to start within your own self first, man. All right. So basically, yeah, hopefully that lesson was edifying. And, like I said, decision making and judgment calls is a reflection of your character. All right. So be mindful of the things that you do. Be mindful of a situation that you're in. And if you don't understand, or if you don't have the wisdom to get through the situation. Just get advice from an older brother. So with that, I'm gonna close out giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem Shai. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, salutations, and much love to the elect, men, women, and children. Shalom.